Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I'm Jordan, and today we are going to check out George Remus Bourbon. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the story, George Remus, kind of famous as a guy that figured out a way to keep the whiskey scene going through Prohibition as an apothecary, creating medicine, and then also figured out how to then bootleg that medicine by hijacking some of his own stores. He did all kinds of crazy stuff. Created one of the most intricate, successful bootlegging operations of Prohibition. George Remus captures the rebellious spirit of that era with a hint of vanilla, maple, aroma, blah, blah, blah. So he actually would hire people to knock off his shipments, had a bunch of people paid off, worked his way up, became a really rich guy. Really interesting character. Now, this is an MGP product released by MGP. George Remus is, well, it says George Remus Distilling Company, but I don't believe that is, it's just a subsidiary brand. Comes in at 94 proofs, 47% ABV. You might want to check the distillery thing. Again, I don't do the research on this stuff. I want to go into it without having too much information. Straight bourbon whiskey, non-chilled filter, so it's a NAS, non-age statement whiskey, which means that it's 4 years old at a minimum. Yeah, let's get into this bottle. Oh, one more thing. Let's get a price on this one. So I picked this up in, where did I get this? I got this in, I think, Wisconsin. $35.99 at Total Wines in Milwaukee. Have not seen this around here in Wyoming yet. But let's see what we get out of it. So 94 proof, a little bit higher than the last one we just did, that beer barrel bourbon. So we're coming off the heels of that. I'm getting light fruit, apple, like apple blossom, a hint of floral in there. It almost has a rye whiskey smell to it, like an MGP rye, like minor case or something of that nature. Yeah, it's very fruity floral, very Rye-Esque. Sweet though, very sweet in the nose. Flavor profile, very rye. So if this and minor case were set up next to each other, which part of the benefit of being here in my new setup is that I can do this. So here's minor case rye. I could be wrong about this, but golly, that just has a very Rye-esque profile to it. Yeah, they're pretty darn similar. Yeah, those two are definitely related, it seems like. Going back to nose, it's just that floral rye, a lot of rye notes in there. Light fruit. Okay, we'll go back to the profile. We'll pick the profile part. Sweet forward. Moves into a vanilla. A lot of that floralness up front, kind of an apple. You kind of pick up an ethanol and a little bit of barrel tannin in the middle. Moves into a black pepper finish. There's the sweetness is only in the forward part of the flavor. profile. It really quickly dissipates. It's a little bit oily, clingy in the first 2 or 3 seconds, and then it quickly vanishes and goes watery, thin, dries out the mouth. Yeah, I would say the sweet notes are all tamped down for the most part. I'm getting dinged with some ethanol, some black pepper, barrel tannin. You get that cherry and you get that floral bit on the flavor as well, but not too many sweet notes. There is a slight sweetness in there, but it's not the dominant note, and it's definitely not carrying through the whole flavor profile. It's a pretty good bourbon. What did I say it was? $35.99. Not bad for that price point, especially with the 94 proof. This is gonna put you in line with like Elijah Craig. That's a 94 proofer as well. Pretty decent bourbon. It's not my favorite. I think there's some better things out there, but who knows? Give it a try. Let me know. Maybe it is your favorite. It's definitely not a bad one to get going on. It's not punching with all the heavy sweet notes, though, that a bourbon can bring. So just be aware of that. Yeah, drop in the comments down below what you can find a bottle of George Remus for on your shelves, and what your experience is with it. Boy, like my mouth is just really dry right now. Yeah, drop in the comments what your experience is with it. If your favorite bourbon is George Remus, I mean, please tell me about it. I'd like to hear about it. If you haven't already and you're getting something out of these videos, please like and subscribe the video to the script. Like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, and drop a comment down below. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified of all the videos that I upload when they drop. They typically drop on YouTube on Saturdays, and then on Minds and BitChute on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Plus, you'll get a little bit of extra content on BitChute and Minds. Let's see. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting at the moment? Not that I can think of. Yeah. Anything else you want to drop in the comments, go for it. Try not to be just a doorknob here drinking whiskey for you guys. So if you are getting some value-added content here, let me know. I'd appreciate it. Pretty much anything else you got. So thanks for watching. As always, you have yourselves a great day, and we will catch you in the next video.